860 ships carrying 60,000 men invaded the small island of Iwo Jima. But it is Marine Divisions 3, 4, and 5 who won the Battle of Iwo Jima and helped win World War II. Lasting over 36 days, the Battle of Iwo Jima was significant to winning World War II. The Battle of Iwo Jima lasted 36 days, but was only estimated to take 3 days. The battle lasted from February 19th to March 26th. The U.S. wanted to win the battle because of the valuable landing strip the island provided. Japan used suicide tactics on Marines. On April 6, 1945, Japan launched 223 suicide planes at Marine ships. Japan had 6,000 kamikaze planes, 2,350,000 troops, and a 30 million citizen militia. Using flamethrowers, Marines poured out 37,000 gallons of fire into bunkers and caves. The burn jobs from the Marine Corps burned a third of urban Japan. Japan also used torpedoes called Kaiten. Marines burnt Japan one city at a time. Out of 26,038 casualties, 19,217 were wounds, while 6,821 were deaths. The U.S. won World War II by dropping 2 atom bombs on Japan. Japanese Emperor declared surrender after Hiroshima and Nagasaki were destroyed by atom bombs. After this war, these Marines deserve to be dedicated in this memorial. 6 men that raised the flag on Iwo Jima is what inspired the monument by Felix D. Weldon. The memorial was dedicated by President Dwight D. Eisenhower on November 10, 1954. The statue was designed by Felix D. Weldon. The Iwo Jima flag-raising photo is what inspired the memorial's architecture. The statue was sculpted originally in plaster, but then cast in bronze. President John F. Kennedy ordered the American flag to be flown over the memorial 24 hours a day. The memorial cost $850,000, which was paid for in full by donations. The men that raised the flag on Iwo Jima from left to right were Ira H. Hayes, Franklin R. Sousley, John H. Bradley, Harlan H. Block, Michael Strank, and Rene A. Gagon. The statue has 108 pieces. The flag raising on Iwo Jima is one of the most famous photos of World War II. Photographer Joe Rosenthal won the Pulitzer Prize in 1945. Mike Strank ordered the first flag to be raised. There are 2 flag raisings on Iwo Jima. The first was after the battle ended. The second was with a bigger flag and is where the famous photo was taken by Joe Rosenthal. Out of the 6 soldiers that raised the flag on Iwo Jima, only 3 survived the war. The American flag flies over the memorial 24 hours a day. The 2 flag raisings took place on Mount Suribachi. The years of creating the Marine Corps War Memorial was definitely worth the wait. The 32-foot tall Marine figures stand on Swedish granite. The statue portrays 5 Marines and 1 Navy medic. The M1 rifles carried by one of the soldiers is approximately 16 feet long, and the other carbines were 12 feet long. The soldiers in the statue are 32 feet tall, and the whole monument is 78 feet tall. The flagpole on the statue is 60 feet tall. The famous photo by Joe Rosenthal was titled "Raising of the Flag on Iwo Jima." This photo inspired the monument. The base of the memorial is made up of rough Swedish granite. The inside of the Marine figures is made up of steel framework, and the memorial figures were made by actual Marines posing for the statue. The base of the memorial lists names and dates of every Marine engagement since the founding of the Corps. Also on the base of the memorial is the famous quote, "Uncommon valor is a common virtue," Chester W. Nimitz. The memorial site is 7.5 acres and also borders the Arlington National Cemetery. The U.S. flag flies over the memorial on a 60-foot flagpole. The flag on top of the 60-foot flagpole symbolizes the one on Mount Suribachi. As of 2007, the memorial has 1.6 million visitors. Felix D. Weldon designed a very significant memorial. The Marine Corps veterans were the ones to win the Battle of Iwo Jima, which started the creation of the memorial that we all know today. Even with 860 ships carrying 60,000 men, the Battle of Iwo Jima still lasted 36 days.